Hi, welcome.
Hello, how are you?
We're the 2 over 2 Stitchers.
I'm Susan.
And I'm Beth. And welcome to our channel.
We're so glad you're back with us again. We have a lot to share with you.
We do. We're sorry for the delay, but we've both had quite a bit going on lately.
And we went on an adventure last weekend.
Oh, we did.
So we have to tell you about our adventure.
Yes.
But we're so glad you're with us. Part of our programming, we always want to tell you who we've watched lately.
Yeah, who have you watched?
So I watched Nell again, Little Yellow House Stitcher, I believe she is.
Okay.
She's the one that has the 3 boys that does all these beautiful finishes.
Right.
And I also watched Helen D. And Helen D has 2 tutorials up, one for a round ornament and another one for pillow ornaments. And I always like to see different tutorials just to see if somebody does something different or if they make it easier than what I'm doing. So those were fun to watch.
Awesome. So today in particular, I watched the Fat Quarter Shop this afternoon. They always film on Wednesdays. They do a live YouTube. And I don't ever watch it live, live, but I typically watch it, that day or the next day. The reason why I'm highlighting it tonight, though, is because in this episode, at the end, they had a special section that they did that was Kimberly's suggested Christmas list that you could provide to your spouse of what you might want stitching-wise for Christmas.
That's perfect.
Well, I didn't really care for most of the things she showed because they were mostly beginner things.
Okay.
It got me thinking, though, about the fact that, hey, if you have a 1, 2, 3 wish list or something like that, you might want to get it updated so you can share it with family and friends for the holiday season.
And maybe even your LNS has an ability for you to leave a wish list with them.
Right,
and
exactly.
send somebody to
Right.
pick up some good stuff because we all know we want more stash. We don't want anything else.
Exactly. It's that time of year to start thinking about those things, though, which is good.
So both of us had pretty eventful weeks. Like we said, not cross-stitch eventful, but
personally eventful.
Personally eventful. My parents had a gas leak in their house on Halloween night. And the fire truck came, blazing lights in front of all the trick-or-treaters, which, of course, then my poor parents' neighbors thought something happened to my parents. I ended up with 2 house guests with the parents staying overnight here, which is no small feat when they're 83 years old and both with walkers and canes.
Right.
So the gas leak is fixed, and of course not one gas leak, but they had 2 in the old house. So that was my weekend last weekend, and we were supposed to film, and I had to text Beth and say, huge issue, can't film today. So we're here now.
We are. I had some personal things going on as well, just family-related stuff. I won't bore you with the details of that. Both of my children are very kind of private kinds of people, and my ex-husband he works at a correctional facility kind of situation. So because of that, my kids are very quiet about, they don't want pictures shown or personal information or whatever. So it's just best for me to say we had some personal stuff this week, and it was a little crazy this past couple of weeks, and it's been crazy. But
understandable.
The nice thing is stitching for me is a stress reliever, so it's been pretty helpful.
That's awesome. And I know as we go into these long winter months, so many people are going to rely on their stitching to get them through these crazy times.
Exactly. So we're going to just jump right in today with whips, right?
Yes, we are. And I will go first because all of mine are little baby whips. I just haven't been able to concentrate with the whole parent thing, I got to tell you. So I will show you a lot of what I've been working on is Christmas related. My house, by the way, before Beth came, normally my house is pretty neat. My house is like a tornado went through it because I pulled down Halloween. I have no less than 15 tubs of Christmas in my kitchen at the moment, and I was begging my boys to get the trees out, and of course they were saying I was crazy. But that will happen, and next weekend everything will be back to normal. But I've been in the Christmas mood. So the first whip I worked on is, of course, my very favorite Lizzie Kate ornaments. what I did, I acquired probably 3 or 4 of these little tiny tidings on Stash Unload from someone. And I put together a whip bag of just all the colors that kind of coordinate with all of them. I pulled all of my little coffee tea dyed fabrics. I did even cut some and get them ready to go. And this way, if I know I'm going on a car ride or sitting with my dad at the doctor, I can grab just that Christmas bag, and if I don't feel like working on one, I can start another one.
Right.
But I thought it was an easy way to kind of keep the ornaments together. So I am doing 1/1 on this little tiny Ada. I think it's 18 count Ada, or it shrunk really bad when somebody coffee tea dyed it. I think it was me. So it's the M in mistletoe testing here. So that was one start for me.
It's cute.
The next one, so I started my new job, and I'm so happy because I have my own office, and the office that I'm in is brand new. It is beautiful, like gorgeous brand new office furniture, beautiful walls, beautiful everything. So I acquired, again from a Stash site, all 4 of the square dances by Heart and Hand.
Those are cute.
And I thought that would be very cute to get some type of a frame or a finish and put them up every month in my office. When you walk into my office, I have a chair. I just bought a cute little turquoisey table that I put all my candy dishes on, so as you know, people like candy. And I thought this would be cute to put on top. So I am almost done with November. I probably would have finished it, but my husband was going nuts with the election last night, and so I was getting blow by blow. I couldn't handle it. So this is where I'm at. I really just have 2 more pineapples and a little bit of lines, and I'm hoping to get this done so I can get this into my office by Monday, and then I'll start on December. But I'm super thrilled. I had this piece, I'm doing it on 28 count vintage country mocha, and I had a piece big enough, and I measured it out, and I cut all 12 pieces.
Okay.
So each month I'm just going to pull the floss back out and call it a day.
There you go.
I started the infamous, what the heck are these?
Flamingos.
Flamingos, thank you. Miss Kathy Haberman, your beautiful flamingo pattern. I started the flamingos, and I really like this. Again,
Those are cute.
small start, but it'll be very cute. I showed you guys the fabric that I'm going to use for the backing, so hopefully I'll get one of these done pretty
Now,
quick.
which one is that you're doing?
That one is this beautiful Heart and Hand chart.
Oh, that one.
With the
Okay.
flamingos stacked.
Okay.
There is considerable backstitch on these through the boughs of the leaves and the
Holly or whatever.
holly, I think it is, and coming off of those are little teeny tiny red and gold ornaments, and you can see some little
okay.
back stitching there. But I
Okay.
love them, and these will go on to, in the room where I'm sitting is my dining room, living room.
Okay.
That'll go on the tropical tree.
Oh, all
Because I
right.
have one tree that's all tropical, Santa's in swim shorts.
That
And all
is
that
cute.
good stuff. And then my final whip is the famous Stitching with the Housewives, the cute little gingerbread house. And I have the roof of the house done, and I'm starting on the base of the house. I originally started this on a very light blue because I thought that would look really pretty.
Okay.
And I could not see the white at all. And then I held it up to my husband 3 feet away in his lazy boy and said, "Can you see the white?" And he said, "I can't see the white." So thankfully I had just done the outline of the roof, and I decided to restart it on, this is a 28 count Lugana of some sort.
Well, that white shows up really
But
well
it does
on
show
there.
up here, so I'm real
It
happy.
does.
And I would like to get a few more of these done. The tree in my family room is all gingerbread and candy and
Okay.
cupcakes and sweets. So these gingerbreads that the housewives are doing will go onto that tree.
That's great.
So those are my little itty bitty baby whips. That's it,
All right. Well, I have a pretty good stack, so
as usual.
give me a moment while I dig through them. Just a moment.